These tulips can be made out of various materials. This one is made out of playing cards. This one's made out of yellow paper. And the one we'll make today isn't going to be made out of a child's book. I love the bright colors in this book. So here is the stencil. It's half of a tulip shape. So you'll just draw a sharp V here and down and around. This one measures 6 centimeters this way and 3 1/4 this way. But you can really make this any, if you want to make it bigger or smaller, that's totally up to you. So go ahead and you're going to need strips of paper that are at least 7 centimeters if you're using these dimensions. And you're going to take your paper and fold it in half. You want what you want to show in the tulip is going to go in the middle. And fold in half. And then you'll go ahead and trace your stencil. And a shortcut is if you want to fold the paper again lengthwise so that you cut out more than one at a time. That's totally fine. Then you're going to go ahead and cut that out. I love these micro tip scissors. If you're doing a lot of paper crafting, they're definitely worth investing in. They're by Fiskars. They have a spring, so you can make lots of small cuts without tiring your hand, and then they're micro tip. So, really nice investment. And there's your tulip shape. And you're going to need at least 10 of these. This one I used 10, and it has really wide spacing. It's also a thicker material because they're playing cards. This one I used, I think, 16. So it's totally up to you how full you want your tulip. So I would say between 10 and 20 is going to be what you want. So go ahead and make the rest of your petals. So I've decided to use 16 in my tulip. So next step is you're going to start the gluing. So you're going to sandwich these together. So you're going to fold what you want to show in the middle. And then you're going to glue each of the layers together. So the part on the outside you won't see. So just be aware of that when you decide what design you want. I just messed that one up. So you want to make sure not to do what I just did. Make sure that all the folded edges are facing you. Stack all of those together. And you can really see the shape forming. You can do this with a glue gun as well. I did do that. The reason I don't really recommend it is once you lay it down, you can't move it around. So if you didn't put it exactly where you want it, line it up exactly, you won't be able to move it. So I feel like white glue is probably the way I would go with this project. So while your stack is drying, I would also just make sure that you can open each one, that they didn't by accident get glued together. So while you still can do that. Then go ahead and start the stem. Now for the stem, I'm using a strip of paper from the same book that's 22 centimeters by 7. If you prefer a more traditional looking stem and leaves, you could do it out of green paper. Totally up to you. To roll the stem, you're going to decide which side of the paper you want. So I'm going to put the undesired side on the top. And then you're going to need something to roll around. I'm just using an old plastic flower piece. You can also use the inside of a pen, whatever you have, a skewer, toothpick. And you're going to go ahead and start by adding a strip of glue down the middle. And you're going to roll from one corner at an angle. So I'm not going exactly to the other corner. You're just you're rolling at a very steep angle. And then roll. And you're really just making a straw. And then extra glue at the end to hold it. Make sure you take out your whatever you use to roll it around. And then here's your stem. So the next step is you're going to go back to your pile of petals. You're going to add plenty of glue on all those folded sides, like so. And then you're also going to add glue on the two sides of the flower that need to come together. So lots and lots of glue. And then you're going to take your stem. I like to flatten it a little bit. Just kind of squish it in. And you put that in the middle. That over. Make sure that stem stays right in that middle area. Just kind of smush that in. And then make sure all your petals can open. And then the next step, while all of this is drying, is we'll start making the leaves. But you can already see how cute this is going to be. This would be perfect if you're doing like a book themed baby shower, a gift for a librarian or a teacher, or anyone that just loves books. You can also do it out of sheet music for musicians, old wrapping paper, really, junk mail, anything you want. But how cute is that? Now to make the leaves, you're going to go ahead and take another strip. Again, you can do it green or from your book. And you're going to fold it in half. And then you're going to cut out a long, thin leaf that's just curved like so. And it's going to look like that. I'm going to do 2 leaves. It's really up to you how thin and long you want it, but you're really just cutting out a half a teardrop, really. Mine are measuring right around 9 centimeters long, with the fattest part at 2.5 centimeters, but really it's not anything exact. And then you can decide whether you want to put it this way or if you'd like it to put it that way. So I do like the print. So I'm going to glue it this way, and then you can decide where on the stem you want it, how far down. So then just add glue. And glue your stem on. You can definitely use a glue gun for this step. And then I like to fold mine up and around a little bit, to give it a little bit of curve, and then fold it just to give it a little bit of structure. Totally up to you. You can also decide on how many leaves you'd like. So I'm going to add another one just a little bit further down. Like so.